Good morning, student. Uh, in previous lecture, we have started unit number two, decision theory. In that, we have covered some fundamentals related to decision theory. Also, we have covered various environment situations under which a decision maker has to make certain decision, a proper and sound decision. Then we started a discussion about the topic decision making अंडर कंडीशन ऑफ अनसर्टेनिटी बिकॉज सर्टेनिटी में बाकी सारे यूनिट्स कवर हो जाएंगे बट what to do under decision making in the condition of uncertainty. So in that we have seen that there are four steps involved. After that, the fourth step is selection of a proper criteria, decision making criteria, and implementing to our problem, in which there are around five criteria for decision making under condition of uncertainty, out of which we have covered three last time: the pessimistic approach, optimistic approach, and the regret criteria. Okay. Now, in today's session, we are going to cover two more criteria for decision making. So, we will learn them with the same example. We will continue what we have seen in the previous lecture. So this was the situation, condition of uncertainty कि भाई हाई डिमांड आएगा, मॉडरेट डिमांड आएगा, लो डिमांड आएगा या नो डिमांड आएगा. ओके, सो इस हिसाब से वी नीड टू चूज द अल्टरनेटिव, expand, construct or subcontract. Okay, now 1 minute. Okay, so in last lecture we have seen that there is a optimistic person who thinks that the situation I'm gonna get is the better one or best possible. Okay, then there is a person who is pessimistic. वो सोचता है मेरे साथ बुरा ही होगा. Right, optimistic think that 100% I'll get the best possible situation, best possible nature, state of nature or product demand or event. Or the pessimist thinks that I'll face the worst situation, worst state of nature, right? So वो 100% प्योर पेसिमिस्टिक पर्सन है. ओके, और तीसरा बंदा हमने देखा था वो था रिग्रेट करता था आफ्टर taking particular alternative or a decision, and when the situation arrives he will regret. And we have seen the criteria how to minimize his or him her regret. Okay, now if you look at this situation, these are two extreme points: 100% pessimistic and 100% optimistic. But there will be one rational person who is in the middle, कि भाई मैं ऑप्टिमिस्टिक भी नहीं हूं, मैं पेसिमिस्टिक भी नहीं हूं, मैं मिडल में हूं. आई विल बी अ रैशनल and I'll take the rational decision. Okay, so we turn up with the criteria of rationality. Okay, and also it is known as a Laplace or Bayes criteria. Okay, it is based on principle of insufficient reason. There are no reason to go for pessimistic or optimistic criteria. Okay, so I don't have any kind of reason to go with any one of the attitude or a psychology. I am in the middle. Okay, as a rational person, how should I take a decision? So this criteria talk about that, and it is one of the easiest criteria of rationality. इसमें सिंपल क्या करना है आपको? Take the average of each alternative. इसका एवरेज ले लो, दैट्स इट. We call it as a expected payoff, or you can, in a simple language, you can call this as a average payoff. Take the average. So 50,000 plus 25,000, 75,000 हो गए, minus 25,000, it will be 50,000, minus 45,000. Okay, so we have 5,000 only, and average will be 1,250. Okay, सो एक्सपांड अल्टरनेटिव का एवरेज हुआ 1250. Okay, so this can be expected payoff or average payoff. Similarly, take the average of second alternative. If we take the second average of second alternative, you will find that it's a negative, it's a loss. Okay, the average loss expected is 5000. Next one, subcontract ke liye, if we do the averaging of these four terms or four values, the average is 8500. Now, please tell me in the chat window, what could be the selection of a rational person based on the expected payoff? Please respond in the chat window. क्या डिसीजन लेगा रैशनल पर्सन? It's an obvious choice. So based on expected payoff or average payoff, the best possible solution could be subcontract. We can expect more profit from the situation. Okay, so decision maker will go ahead with the subcontract decision. Okay, so now we will go towards the last criteria for decision making under condition of uncertainty. Okay, now like earlier we have seen a scale like this. Here there is a very pessimistic person and here there is one optimistic person. Okay, now there could be a psychology or a person who is not 100% optimistic, but his inclination is towards the optimism. Okay, so he will think that yes, कि भाई मेरे साथ बहुत अच्छा नहीं होगा या बहुत बुरा नहीं होगा और मैं मिडल में भी नहीं हूँ. I am a kind of a positive person, but not the 100% positive. Okay, so उसका inclination होगा either towards the optimism or either towards the pessimism. Okay, so this criteria is called as a criteria of realism. Okay, realism, also it is known as Hurwitz criteria or a weighted average criteria, where alpha is called as a coefficient of optimism. That means the person could be at this level. He will say, I'm not the 100% optimistic person, but my inclination is towards the optimism. Thoda optimism. Look at, if I look at the situation, high demand, moderate demand, low demand, or no demand, I'll say I'm kind of a optimistic person, but not 100%. But looking at the situation, I think I'm going to get a better result. Okay, I'll be in a better situation. So his degree of optimism is denoted by alpha. And let's say if we take a scale, he will say I am 80% positive. I can expect that the situation are going to turn up good. So I'm not 100% optimistic, but 80%. Or I'll be, I'm kind of a pessimistic person. So I'll say कि भाई मेरे साथ बहुत बुरा नहीं होगा. But if I look at the situation, थोड़ा due to this COVID-19 demand थोड़ा low हो सकता है. Okay, not 100% sure, but I'll say कि I am around 40% optimistic. Or I'll say मैं थोड़ा pessimistic के पास मेरा inclination है. I am inclined towards the pessimism. Okay, so this alpha value denotes this percentage inclination. Okay, so we call it as a coefficient of optimism. I hope you understood the concept here. Then here for decision making, what we do, we calculate p value for each alternative. P could be a expected payoff. Okay, so this p could be a expected payoff, and it is calculated by considering optimistic part as well as some pessimistic part. Okay, so this P is calculated by this formula alpha into maximum, because alpha shows you कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ ऑप्टिमिस्टिक. ओके, ऑप्टिमिज्म में मेरा झुकाव किधर है, ठीक है. एंड इनटू मैक्सिमम वैल्यू, यू नो, इफ वी थिंक by optimistic person, he will choose the maximum value, he will choose a maximum value, plus 1 minus alpha. Now this 1 minus alpha is nothing but your coefficient of pessimism. If alpha is coefficient of optimism, it shows optimism. So when I say 1 minus alpha, it shows pessimism kitna hai. Okay, so this part shows pessimism into minimum value. So pessimistic person chooses minimum value. So this is your formula, alpha into maximum plus 1 minus alpha into minimum value. So by this formula, we will calculate P for each alternative. So for example, first alternative, expand. Okay, so let's calculate P for this. P equal to, so for this calculation, let's assume alpha is equal to 0.8. Okay, alpha, uh, note this, in your example or problem statement, alpha will be given to you, so don't worry, don't assume anything. Okay, so in certain cases, agar Hurwitz criteria or criteria of realism diya hai and alpha is not given, generally take 0.8 alpha. Okay, alpha equal to 0.8, but in most cases alpha will be given in the problem statement. Okay, so for this example, let's assume alpha is equal to 0.8. So P for alternative 1, so P1 is equal to alpha, which is 0.8, into the maximum value for this alternative. So 25,000 is the maximum value, plus 1 minus alpha. So 1 minus alpha is nothing but 0.2. Okay, 1 minus 0.8 into the minimum value from this table, sorry, from this alternative, it's minus 45,000. Okay, so minus 45,000. So that will be your P1 value. Okay, so it will turn up as 31,000. Similarly, we will calculate it for construct alternative. It comes around 40,000, and for subcontract, you could expect a payoff of 22,000 based on the criteria of realism. Okay, now if you look at the P values or expected payoff, you will find that the construct alternative is the best possible alternative. Okay, so the decision maker will go ahead with the construct criteria. Okay, so that's it. We have learned all 5 criteria. If you want, please make a note of this names and formula to calculate P value. If there are any doubt, please let me know. Okay, so I hope all 5 criteria are clear to you. So let's solve one more numerical in which we will implement all 5 criteria. Okay, and we'll also try to formulate a payoff table. So read this problem statement carefully. A steel manufacturing company is concerned with the possibility of a strike. Okay, so they are expecting an event called as a strike. It will cost an extra 25,000, sorry, 20,000 Now remember, highlight the cost. Cost मतलब loss होगा. Okay, so these numbers will be in negative. So minus 20,000 to acquire an adequate stockpile. Okay, if there is a strike and the company has not stockpile. Okay, so I'll round this not stockpile. Management estimate an additional expense 60,000 मतलब ये भी negative value है on account of loss of sales. Okay, then latter part, should the company stockpile or not? If it is to use optimistic criteria, Walls criteria, Savage criteria, Hurwitz criteria, and Laplace criteria, all 5 criteria we need to implement. Okay, now let's understand the problem statement carefully, and then first step is to come up with, if you recall the first lecture of this decision theory, we have seen there are 4 steps involved for solving this numerical. Step number 1, you need to come up with alternative कि इस problem में alternative क्या है. Okay, so answer this. Alternative, what is the choice given for a company? Is it strike or is it stockpile? Let me know in the chat window. Alternative या choice क्या है कंपनी के पास? Yes, Rohit, thank you. It's stockpile. कि भाई स्टॉक को स्टॉक पाइल करना है या नहीं है, ये डिसीजन आपके पास है या फर्म के पास है. ओके, सो अल्टरनेटिव इज स्टॉक पाइल और नो स्टॉक पाइल. स्टॉक पाइल एंड नो स्टॉक पाइल, these two are alternatives. Okay, event, second step is state of nature या event, फ्यूचर में क्या होगा. Okay, so there are 2 types of states that could happen with this company. Okay, now those state of events kya hai? Either there will be a strike in a company or there will not be a strike. Okay, so if you read the last statement, okay, sorry, here come possibility of strike, so there could be a strike or there could be no strike. So these two are events. Then third step is to come up with payoff table. Okay, so we need to prepare a payoff table, and then fourth step is to apply criterias, apply various criterias. Okay, so we have covered first 2 steps. Now we will prepare payoff table, and afterward we will apply various criteria. Okay, now we'll think of payoff table. Okay, so if if the alternative the company chooses is stockpile, अगर उसने stockpile किया है, अगर उसको stockpile करना है तो क्या cost हो रहा है, देखो 20,000 का stockpile का cost है. Okay, so due to it's a cost, I'll say negative number 20,000. stockpile के लिए 20,000 लगने वाला है. ठीक है, नो स्टॉक पाइल, अगर नो स्टॉक पाइल किया तो कितना पैसा लगने वाला है? सो 60,000, so minus 60,000 if strike happens. Okay, so first let's look at the stockpile alternative. अगर आपने स्टॉक पाइल किया और स्ट्राइक हो गई, कितने का लॉस होगा आपका? 20,000 का. ओके, इमेजिन आपने स्टॉक पाइल किया मतलब आपने 20,000 रुपीज ऑलरेडी स्पेंड कर दिए और स्ट्राइक नहीं हुई. दैट मीन्स how much it will cost to company? Same, 20,000. So in case of stockpile, even if the strike happens or not happen, the cost to the company will be same 20,000, right? Now let's look at the second alternative, no stock pile. हमने स्टॉक पाइल नहीं किया, मतलब ये 20,000 रुपए खर्चा नहीं किया. बट व्हाट इफ वी आर फेसिंग ए स्ट्राइक? अगर स्ट्राइक हुआ, हमने स्टॉक पाइल तो नहीं किया बट स्ट्राइक हो गया, सो इट इज गोइंग टू हैव 60,000 expenses due to the loss of sale. अगर स्ट्राइक हो गया, okay, so strike and no stockpile, it is going to cost the company 60,000 rupees. Okay, so I hope you understood this. Next scenario, we haven't stockpiled, okay, and also we never face a strike, or sorry, that company doesn't face a strike. What will happen? How much it will cost to a company? मैंने स्टॉक पाइल नहीं किया, मतलब 20,000 खर्चा नहीं हुआ मेरा. अगेन मेरे साथ स्ट्राइक भी नहीं हो गई, दैट मीन्स ये एक्स्ट्रा 60,000 का जो लॉस होने वाला था वो भी नहीं होगा. दैट मीन्स in this alternative there will be only 0 rupees cost. Okay, no loss, right? There will not be any loss if we don't stockpile and we don't go ahead with the no strike. So third step over, हमने पे ऑफ टेबल बना दिया. If there are any doubt how to prepare a payoff table, let me know. If not, we will go ahead with the first criteria, optimistic criteria. Okay, so let's go ahead with the optimistic criteria, criteria of optimism. Simple रहता है optimistic criteria. What we do, for each alternative we list out maximum value. Okay, so maximum payoff कितना हो सकता है. So in case of stockpile, the maximum payoff is of 20,000, right? In case of no stockpile, the maximum payoff, kitna फायदा, payoff is always a profit part. Okay, so we take out the maximum number. So if we think of no stockpile, this is minus 60,000 and this is 0 rupees, positive 0 or negative 0. Okay, so इसमें से सबसे maximum कौन सा number है? 0 always. Okay, due to this is a negative number, 0 से वो less हो जाएगा, right? So maximum value here, maximum payoff is 0 rupees. Now if you think as a optimistic person and if you look at this situation, you will choose no stockpile. Okay, so मेरे साथ strike नहीं होगा. As I'm a optimistic person, I'll say strike will never happen, and there is no need to stockpile. Okay, so this will be your answer for first criteria. Let's look at the second criteria, criteria of Wald, or also known as a criteria of pessimism. Criteria of pessimism, बुरा होने वाला है. So अगर आपके साथ बुरा होने वाला है, you could expect the minimum payoff, minimum profit. Okay, so in the first situation, the minimum value is same 20,000, and in a no stockpile, the minimum value, देखो 0 और negative 60,000 को compare करोगे तो negative 60,000 is the minimum value. Okay, now if you look at this table, criteria of Wald will go for better or best out of worst situation, right? Maximum out of minimum. ठीक है, so इनमें से कौन सा बेटर चॉइस होगा? negative 20,000. so it will be stockpile, correct? It will be stockpile. So that will be your answer for second criteria, Wald's criteria. Then third criteria is the Savage criteria, criteria of Savage or minimum regret criteria. Now for this criteria, from payoff table we need to first prepare a regret table. Okay, और regret table बनाने के बाद we will try to reduce the regret or minimize the regret of that decision maker. That is called as your criteria of savage. Okay, so पहले हम क्या करते हैं, regret table बना लेते हैं. Okay, so alternative no strike. So first, in situation number 1, okay, what if in a future strike happens, अगर strike हुआ, and if the decision maker go ahead with the stockpile criteria, वो कितने का regret करेगा, वो सर को हाथ लगा के बोलेगा यार इतना मैंने लॉस किया. ओके, कितने का regret कर सकता है? If strike happens and if he go ahead with the stockpile criteria, regret कितने का होगा? He will not regret anything because this is the better choice in strike. क्योंकि यहाँ पे देखो, अगर नो स्टॉक पाइल, उसने स्टॉक पाइल नहीं किया होता तो उसका लॉस ज्यादा होता, 60,000 का लॉस होता. बट उसने स्टॉक पाइल किया तो लॉस कितना हुआ? सिर्फ 20,000 का. सो इन दिस सिचुएशन he will regret nothing, right? But if he went ahead with the second alternative, उसने अगर नो स्टॉक पाइल, उसने स्टॉक पाइल नहीं किया होता तो उसका कितना 60,000 का लॉस होगा, जो कि ओनली 20,000 का हो सकता था, राइट? सो ही इज गोइंग टू रिग्रेट कि मैंने भाई 40,000 का लॉस ज्यादा कर दिया. ओके, करेक्ट. सो नो स्टॉक पाइल का रिग्रेट कितना है? 40,000. नाउ चेंज द सिचुएशन, चेंज द इवेंट. व्हाट इफ स्ट्राइक हुआ ही नहीं, स्ट्राइक हुआ नहीं है, ठीक है, एंड उसने स्टॉक पाइल किया था. अगर उसने स्टॉक पाइल किया है तो वो कितना रिग्रेट करेगा यहाँ पे? देखो, अगर नहीं स्टॉक पाइल किया होता तो कुछ लॉस नहीं होता, बट एज ही वेंट अहेड विथ स्टॉक पाइल, he is going to lose 20,000 rupees. Okay, so in this situation for stockpile, he is going to face or regret 20,000 rupees कि मैंने 20,000 का लॉस कर दिया. ओके, एंड इफ स्ट्राइक नहीं हुआ एंड उसने चूज किया है नो स्टॉक पाइल, इन दिस सिचुएशन he will regret nothing. It will be a happy situation for him कि मैंने कुछ लॉस नहीं किया. So this is your regret table. ठीक है, now in a regret table for each alternative we find out कि maximum regret कितना है इधर. Okay, so in this case the maximum regret is of, for stockpile situation, the maximum regret is of 20,000. ठीक है, and in a no stockpile the maximum regret is 40,000. ओके, सो बेस्ड ऑन दिस ये उसका मैक्सिमम रिग्रेट पॉसिबल है दो अल्टरनेटिव के लिए. ओके, एंड दिस क्राइटेरिया सेज दैट वी नीड टू मिनिमाइज हिज मैक्सिमम रिग्रेट, वी नीड टू हैव अ मिनिमम रिग्रेट फॉर हिम. ओके, सो बेस्ड ऑन दीज वैल्यूज he will choose the 20,000 wala alternative, that is stockpile. Okay, so his selection by criteria of savage or criteria of minimum regret is stockpile. Okay, so this is your third criteria. Let's move ahead with the fourth criteria, criteria of Hurwitz or criteria of realism. Okay, so in this what we do, we calculate p value. We calculate p value alpha into maximum number plus 1 minus alpha into minimum number. Okay, so if you look at the problem statement, alpha is given 0.4. So by using this alpha, we will calculate p value for stockpile. Okay, so p1 will be alpha 0.4 into maximum number. So here maximum and minimum are same, 20,000 plus 1 minus 0.4 into minimum number minus 20,000. Okay, so p value will be same, minus 20,000. So similarly we will calculate p value for no stockpile. Okay, so I'll again write p2. So alpha is 0.4 into maximum number. So maximum number out of these two is 0, right? So 0.4 into 0 plus 1 minus alpha into minimum number. So out of these two, minimum number is minus 60,000. Minus 60,000. So if we do the calculation, it will come around minus 36,000. Okay. So if you look at the expected payoff by the criteria of Hurwitz or criteria of realism, the best possible alternative looks like stockpile. Okay, the first one. So by criteria of Hurwitz, he will choose stockpile. Okay, so any doubt? So now we'll go ahead with the last alternative, sorry, last criteria, that is criteria of Laplace or criteria of rationality. So ये बहुत ही easiest criteria है. Simply we need to calculate average payoff of stockpile alternative and no stockpile alternative. So simple है. So for stockpile it will be 1 by 2 into minus 20,000 minus 20,000. Okay, summation of both the cost. So it will be same as minus 20,000. Then take the average of these two values. It will be minus 30,000. Okay. So if you look at the figures, it seems the first option is better. Less loss हो सकता है वहां पे 20,000 का only. So the criteria of Laplace also suggests go ahead with the stockpile situation or stockpile alternative. So we have covered all the 5 criteria. Also, we have solved one more numerical for all considering all 5 criteria. Okay, so that is the end of our first bit of unit number 2. Decision making under condition of uncertainty. But before moving ahead with the second bit, let's solve one more numerical. There could be a problem statement in which coming up with the payoff table is a crucial task. Okay, so let's look at this example. Here, after preparing a payoff table, applying criteria is very easy. Minimax criteria or min criteria, regret criteria, etc. But coming up with the payoff table in certain cases might be tedious or difficult. Okay, so read this problem statement, think of yourself and try to find out or try to create a payoff table. Okay, so I request all students to please write down this problem statement. Notebook में ये सब data लिख लो. Then try to prepare a payoff table. And after a few minutes, after 5 to 10 minutes, I'll explain how we can come up with the payoff table. Okay, so I hope at least you have came with alternative and events. So let's see how we can develop a payoff table for this problem statement. So for the payoff table, first the alternatives. The alternatives are manufacturing of box type 1, box of type 1, type 2 and type 3. And the state of events are directly given in the problem statement: high, moderate and low demand or poor demand. Okay. So first, what we can expect a payoff if there is a high demand and we are manufacturing type 1 type of boxes. Okay, now we know that profit can be calculated by simple earning minus expenses. For type 1 and high demand, how much we can earn? See, the selling price of a box is 20 rupees per box into how much we can expect under high demand sale of 10,000 goods or 10,000 boxes. So that will be your earning minus expenses. So there are two types of expenses, fixed cost and variable cost. So out of fixed cost, the fixed cost is around 20,000. Okay, whatever demand you are facing, the fixed cost is constant 20,000 plus another cost, that is variable cost, which is 10 rupees per box. Okay, so we are expecting a high demand, so that means we need to manufacture 10,000 boxes, so that is your expenses. Okay, so these are your expenses. So earning or sale minus cost or expenses will be your net payoff or net profit here. This will come around 80,000 rupees. So right here 80,000. Okay, so I have explained how can you prepare a payoff or calculate a net profit for one alternative and one state of event. The similar approach you will follow for remaining values. So type 1 moderate demand. Okay, so moderate demand agar hoga, so you could expect 5,000 ka sale. So earning will be 20 into 5,000 minus expenses will be, as fixed cost is a fixed amount 20,000. It's independent of number of units you manufacture, plus 10 into 5,000. This is your variable cost. Okay, so for this you could expect a profit of 30,000. So similar approach, you will go ahead with the low demand. Low demand ke liye, I guess you can expect 2,000 quantities. So 20 into 2,000 minus 20,000 plus, sorry, 10 into 2,000. Okay, so in this situation there will be a loss of 0, or there will not be any kind of profit here. 0 rupees only you could expect a profit. नेक्स्ट वन टाइप 2 के लिए सिमिलर अप्रोच. टाइप 2 हाई डिमांड है, मतलब आपका सेल होगा 10,000 boxes and cost, sorry, selling price is 20 minus expenses. Now here the fixed cost is 30,000 plus 8 rupees is a variable cost per box. So there are 10,000 boxes. So this is your expected payoff for type 2 high demand. So that is 90,000. So similarly go ahead with the moderate demand, it will come around 30,000. low demand में loss होगा 6,000 का. Then type 3 के लिए under high demand you could expect a payoff of 1 lakh rupees. Moderate demand profit of 25,000, and then in low demand or poor demand you could expect a loss of 20,000 or profit of negative 20,000. So this is your payoff table. Okay, so if there are any doubt, let me know. I'll post a link for today's attendance in the chat window. In the next class, we'll go ahead with the second bit of this unit, which is a decision making under condition of risk, and we will learn various criteria there. Okay, so thank you, student.